Hi everyone, it's Rabbi Briskin with a thought for Shabbat. This week's Torah portion, called Vayeshev, finds Jacob and his family back home. Now, last week, Jacob didn't know if he would still be alive. He was preparing to reunite with his brother Esau, who Jacob thought might still want to kill him. He was anxious and unsettled. After a heartfelt reunion and reconciliation, Jacob and Esau part ways, and this is where we find ourselves as this week's portion begins. Vayeshev Yaakov ba'aretz migurei aviv ba'aretz Canaan. Now Jacob was settled in the land where his father had sojourned, the land of Canaan. The word Vayeshev here indicates a place of physical settlement. However, in this case, it also suggests a place of psychological and spiritual settlement. An idea that our sages suggest is that at this point in the narrative, after all of the tumult, upheaval, and anxiety that Jacob experienced throughout his life, he is finally settled, body and soul. The concept in Hebrew is called Yeshuv, meaning that he has a settled mind. He is calm, tranquil, content, perhaps for the first time in his entire life. Jacob is surrounded by his children, although perhaps oblivious to some of the tension that exists among them. Nevertheless, he is finally at peace with himself, inside and out. Are we settled and at peace? Likely not. Many of us remain perpetually busy and run at a frenetic pace. I know I do. Even if a pandemic has slowed us down a bit, less travel, fewer in-person meetings, fewer outside activities, and more time at home, even if all that has slowed down a bit, we still have much that we carry in our minds. We balance the demands of work and family, and especially other stress-inducing moments, in this time in particular. Think of what goes through your mind every time you have a cough or a stuffy head. Yeshuv, a settled mind that we experience regularly, may still be elusive because our minds remain very busy, active, and even anxious. In this busy headspace, how do you find that Yeshuv, that settled mind, that is necessary to maintain a balanced life? What practices do you employ to keep you calm and even-keeled? Where do you find time and space to listen for that still, small voice that whispers deep within? I offer one suggestion as we begin Hanukkah tonight, the Festival of Lights. When you light the candles, take 2 full minutes to be still and silent. It may not sound like a long time, but believe me, it is. During that time, look into the flames of the candles. Let the flicker calm and center you and give you peace. Perhaps even for a few moments, you will experience that Yeshuv, that settled mind, that will enable you to function better and live more spiritually and psychologically alive. Wishing you a Shabbat Shalom and a happy Hanukkah.